Session 1. Currently, December 2025, and I recommend you become aware and conscious of how many celebrities and athletes are creating content for YouTube and their podcasts. Then ask yourself, why? Perhaps it is because they need money. Perhaps they need money because inflation is affecting the cost of goods and services. Or because AI is replacing jobs, even within entertainment. As a reference, look into a recent commercial featuring the basketball player James Harden, which was completely generated with AI. In conclusion, I recommend you determine the validity of a celebrity when they provide life or business advice. They may appear more put together than they actually are. Point. Session 2. Life versus the world. Perhaps life is not a game, but various worlds like industries and societies have games within them because they are created by humans. I recommend becoming aware and conscious of each game that is directly or indirectly presented to you and then consciously deciding whether to play or not after weighing the consequences. For example, financial poverty may be more likely experienced if you do not lie to generate revenue via a sales job. But the karma associated with building a life from lies may result in cancer. Another example, being a manager or supervisor that is aggressive and hostile may generate results from your team, but could lead to you generating cancer within your body. A possible example of this could be Steve Jobs. Session 3. Another possibility for you. Perhaps there is a difference between cash on hand and net worth. The term billionaire is used often in today's first world society of the United States. I recommend that you do your own research to determine who has $1 billion laying around or in their bank versus who owns assets that are being evaluated at $1 billion or more. For example, someone could own a company that is traded on the public stock exchanges and the percentage that they own is valued at over $1 billion, but they have not sold the stock, so they are living day to day off loans and off credit. In conclusion, some of those that we think are the wealthiest may be in the most debt. Further, there is financial debt and circumstantial debt, meaning a business owner with a publicly traded company may be using debt to fund his lifestyle while having to ensure that the company produces results so that shareholders are satisfied. Why? Dissatisfied shareholders could sell their shares in the publicly traded company, which results in the owner's shares being worth less. And as that value decreases, the owner may be required to pay back the loans they were using for living expenses and/or they may not be able to acquire new loans. Point. So a billionaire could in fact be enslaved to how other participants within the stock market view them and their company. Session 4. Recently, a former athlete, Odell Beckham Jr., mentioned the struggle of living off a $100 million contract. And that struggle may be valid because of how the money was generated. He was a professional football player. Football, the American version, is a violent sport. Another former football player named Tom Brady described participating in each game as a car accident. So, to become a professional football player, you typically play from middle school through at least 3 years of college, so that is 10 years and then each year of a professional career. Point. Think about it. 10 plus years of weekly car accidents for half of the year. That type of energy field is not harmonious, and volatile environments produce volatile results, like mismanaging $100 million, which after taxes is probably like $60 million.